Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to get started with the second game of the second series here. Matreshka with an alright start, and looking at the graph, there was a big swing up in the win probability there for the first 15 minutes or so, but after that, StoRm just dragged everything right back down in their favor. Excuse me, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do that here in the second game. Or Matreshka, will they have that fight back to come out from their side? Because it wasn't an awful line. Well, in theory, it wasn't an awful lineup here, but the Meepo just never really got going. Got a couple of kills later on in the fights when it was 5v5s, but wasn't able to get the jumps into the mid lane onto the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit always seemed to be super elusive in the mid lane. Supports coming, rotating in, helping him out as well. Techies, the blast offs never really connected to help get the kills onto Nicky Cool. There was a couple of times where if the blast off had been half a second earlier, maybe they would have connected on, they would have been able to get the kill onto the Storm Spirit, but the timing just was never there to group up with the Earthbind into that Sinister Gaze. And yeah, the Storm Spirit was just able to run absolute rings with the, like I said, the Storm Spirit just absolutely mental coming into it a little bit later on into the game. I think he died twice, maybe. No, he didn't, right? He went like 8-0-18 or something like that. Let me check it while the draft starts up. I had the number in my head, and then I lost it. Yeah, 8-0-18 in terms of kills, deaths, and assists. Hopefully we won't be too far away here now. Maybe some lobby issues. Yeah, but the draft won't be too far away. So, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll get you into it as soon as it does start up. But the Meepo that was supposed to be, it was the last pick Meepo there as well, just never really had a lot of impact. I'm not putting it all on Natty Narwhal. The Slark, went 3-3-3. He never really got any jumps, any kills after the laning stage. There wasn't a lot of pressure put onto the Terrorblade either. He was able to just stand and fight. It wasn't like we've seen before with the Magnuses coming through, putting a lot of pressure onto that Terrorblade, trying to force him out of the lane. He did have a great time because they pulled all the aggro towards that mid lane, and him and the Doom, Emptiness, were just able to find the farm and get themselves into a good position, just try and get themselves, get themselves that farm up. And there was no one really from the side of Matreshka that rotated around to stop them from doing that. So both of these side lane heroes, these side lane cores, were able to get themselves into a great position. So we'll be getting ourselves into the draft soon to see whether Matreshka will be able to pull it out of the bag in the second game, or will it go in once again and go the way of StoRm? And again, I think coming into this one, StoRm are my favorites. I think they have a better chance coming into it. I just think, again, they've been around for a while. I think they're going to have the synergy there. I think looking at the players, they might just have that edge coming into this one. And we'll take a look at the draft. So yeah, the Medusa, the Beastmaster being taken away. Bloodseeker this time as well. Again, doesn't surprise me. The Doom's ban, though, it's a little surprising. They don't want to let that one through. So we'll see what Matreshka want to first pick here. Because yeah, the Doom being taken away, the Beastmaster, Bloodseeker, as well as the Medusa. No big surprises. Let's that Bat Rider through. So Matreshka, we'll see where they want to play this one, because I've seen it in the past week or so, playing everywhere from position 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's not really got a position, from what I've seen, where every team agrees as the Techies now comes up from StoRm into the Magnus. But yeah, this Bat Rider doesn't really have a solid place in the roles. It is being flexed, so we'll see where Matreshka, they like to play it here coming into game number 2. But meanwhile, on the side, the StoRm, they go for the Techies into the Magnus, and Magnus, probably one of the best flash farmers at the minute, thanks to that Empower. Can get himself around. The Echo Saber comes out, whether it's in the off lane or in the position 1 here. It's a void for Matreshka. Okay. We'll see what StoRm are going to answer back with, but now we get ourselves into the bans. So, what else are we looking at? Spirit Breaker bans, maybe. Shadow Demons, Ember Spirits, Storm Spirits, Pugnus. Yeah, Morphlins. So there is quite a few heroes they could take away here. The Morphin is just really good at the minute. Again, thanks to that additional stat steal when you get the Ag Scepter out. So teams just do not want to play, especially when they're picking up 2 Universal Heroes right off the bat. They don't want this Morphling coming out. In fact, everyone Universal Heroes so far in this draft. Bat Rider, Void Spirit, Techies, and Magnus, all playing those Universal Heroes. So let's see just what Matreshka want to be taking out here. They're going to burn through a bit of reserve time, it looks like, just to think about this one, you know, just to be confident on what they want to ban out. They take away the puck. I wonder if they do ban out the Storm Spirit. This could actually be a mid Bat Rider as well as a carry Void as well. That isn't, that's not out of the bag. Oh, excuse me, out of the question. So the Terrorblade is going to be the ban here for the side of Storm. Okay, so they are taking out these big carries here. So maybe thinking this is going to be the off laner as well as the mid lane already picked up here for the side of Matreshka in the Bat and the Void Spirit. You know, what would you want to play into this Void? Again, Queen of Pain, probably not the worst hero in the world to pick up. The Puck, the Ember Spirit. We've seen the Ember Spirit being punished by the Void Spirit just because you get super aggressive early on. So they do ban out that Storm. I wonder if we get through this entire draft without seeing the Pugna. Not going to hold my breath over that. Well, I suppose if I was holding my breath, I wouldn't be casting either. So I'm not going to hold my breath anyway, but...
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, so they ban out the Slark.
Dire team pick.
Pango, probably the mid lane. Sometimes it's played in the off lane, but more than likely will be that mid lane hero here for the side of Storm to come up against the Void Spirit. And what am Matreshka want to go back for? And again, the big question is whether this is going to be the carry Magnus or if it's going to be the off lane. Let's see just what's left. Hero-wise, I mean, there's a lot of heroes left. We have about 100 heroes left that they could pick from. But yeah, whether this is going to be the support Bat Rider or if it's going to be the off-lane Bat Rider, we'll have to wait and see. Storm full universal at the minute with the Pangolier as well. So again, maybe like something like that Timber Sword comes out from the side of Matreshka. Throw that in the off lane. But I suppose it depends what... I mean, what's the pick order like? So...
Dire team pick.
Have the next two. Let's go with the Silencer. What else do they want to pick up after this? Maybe taking some time to think about this second pick here as well. And who has the last pick? Matreshka. So if they want to, Storm can keep this Magnus on flex till the very last pick. So what's it going to be? Matreshka, the first to break the Universal Hero lineage, I guess, here in this draft. With the Silencer coming out. Again, I've seen a couple of Silencers today already. They build into the complete ignore the glaives. Wind Ranger is going to be the pick, though. Again, really nice hero. Does a lot of damage. We've seen it already once beat the Bloodseeker. Looked incredibly well while it was doing it. Or incredibly good while it was doing it. Able to put on a lot of pressure. The Focus Fire just bursts down heroes. If you get yourself a lot of Atos as well, build up into the stats. Maybe even nothing that you'd need a Lincolns for just yet. But the Lincolns might be nice a little bit later on. Into it like a Daedalus, and you will just be throwing out damage all over the shop. What else is left?
Venomancer.
Just looking through the board, is there anything that they might pull? Venomancer. Okay, okay. Support Veno, I guess. So you're still looking between a carry and offlane here, depending on where you want to put that Magnus. And maybe they do go for a full 5-man Universal lineup on the side of Storm. Because, you know, the Venomancer, the Techies, Magnus, as well as the Pangolier. And we've seen some games where the more the Universals are picked up, they ban out the... Yeah, LC would have been a good pick, good shout here. Up against the Bat Rider, you get the Purge away from the Bat Rider. It's just a really strong tanky hero. You can get a quick jump onto the Wind Ranger, stop him from getting off the Wind Run, and do a lot of damage there as well. So, Matreshka, don't want to be playing up against that one here in this game. They ban out the Spirit Breaker on the side of Storm. Do they think this is going to be the core or support Bat Rider, though? Hmm.
10 seconds
I'm not
remaining.
too sure myself, you know.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, the only way we're going to find out is if the draft carries on here. So, once again, Matreshka, they ban on the face as well. Okay, so they think this is going to be the offlane. Magnus now as well. Ench gets banned out here from StoRm. Immediate response. Yeah, the Ench, we've seen... Hell, we've even seen an offlane Ench that got really darn scary. Alright, I keep saying we. I've seen an offlane Ench that got incredibly scary. Went in for the Moonshard as well as the Orchid. The damage coming through from the Impetus just really stacked up after the Hurricane Pike came out. So yeah, StoRm obviously not wanting to play up against that here as Matreshka just coming through this reserve time. What's going to be the final pick here? 38 seconds left to think about this one. And again, more than likely going to be that offlaner. So something that does well against the Wind Ranger here for StoRm. Would you... I mean, magic damage-wise, you might be okay with the Shockwave. You know, the damage coming out from the techies, as well as everything in the Venomancer's kit. So you might be alright there. Okay, they go for the Earth Spirit. And now StoRm. They've got themselves 2 minutes. They've still got a lot of reserve time to think about this final pick. Who do you want to be rocking as this carry?
10 seconds remaining.
Up against the Wind Ranger, maybe you want something that's an MKB builder. A bit of lockdown as well. Something like the... maybe the Monkey King. Phantom Lancer could overwhelm. Though the Focus Fire still goes onto him. So maybe... well, would you want something like a PA? That wants to build an MKB anyway. There's a lot of crit built in, a lot of damage built in anyway. Here for the side of StoRm. Again, they've got themselves a minute and 45 to think about this one. What else? Because I think you really do want an MKB builder here. Nullifier builder maybe as well. So I don't think the PA would be that bad. It's going to be the Chaos Knight though. Can still put out a lot of damage. You have the control with the Chaos Bolt. The reality is to drag back in. Okay. I do not mind that one at all. We'll see how well Krillat's going to be able to do with it. And I mean, it feels like similar to the Terrorblade, where you do hit a really good power spike. You can farm around the map with the Phantasms as well. It means using your Phantasms to get the farm off, but sometimes, you know, we were seeing Krillat use that Metamorphosis in the early game just to find the farm. And... yeah, we are queued up here for the second game of the second series, potentially the last game of the day here in Eastern Europe as well. And I think I'm leaning towards StoRm once again for this. I just think they looked way better in that first game. They had the heads on the shoulders here. Matreshka got knocked off course early on and they just were never able to find themselves back to the path. So we'll see how it's going to go for them. But yeah, I think I'm going to be back in StoRm for this one. And we'll see how it's going to go in game number 2. The Void Spirit could still have a massive impact. You've got the barrier, you know, you get the lockdown as well. But with the Chaos Knight coming through with the Phantasms, he should just be able to get the lockdown and just delete most of these heroes here on the side of Matreshka. So we'll get into it, but first we'll take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
For battle.
So, as we get ourselves into game number 2, to see how this one's going to go, StoRm, we're going to go for a 4-man smoke out of the base. Just looking, we've been getting some questions out here, maybe just to find out what's going on. But yeah, 4-man smoke from the side of StoRm. Are they going to go for the big wraparound here as well? I think they do actually have, with their lineup, the potential to go for a first blood. So... Mars dropping the tips onto Krillat. Obviously, something was said there in the chat that I don't get here. Nicky Cool, though, had to get himself away from this one. There's going to be a lot of damage coming through, and Yanta will pick up first blood. Nicky Cool coming way too far forward. Went for the shield crash and not the swashbuckle level 1 as well.
30 seconds to battle.
But now, showing Matreshka asking, well, Where the hell was the rest of the team?
Silence, fool! Silence, fool! Your reputation
Again, he picked up that first blood on the silencer, so he does get that extra gold coming through as well. So he's going to be able to ferry out some regen. Ooh, did he get the jump now as well? The Chaos Bolt comes through. It looks like it's going to be onto Laguna, though. The Flame Break comes out. It's going to be the the Shockwave back here. Laguna, does he get himself away from this one? He might be able to follow up, might even be able to snipe some rooms off the back of this one here, as it will be Emptiness that takes the kill onto Laguna. So not first blood gold, but not bad all the same here. And it looks like the bounty runes, it's actually going to be, what, a 3-for-1? Yeah, a 3-for-1 going the way of Matreshka. So they get the first blood, they get 3 bounty runes, they get themselves going real early here. And we'll see just how Emptiness is going to play this lane up against Retsu. Because the win run, not going to be too great up against the shockwaves, the skewers, the sticky bombs, the blast offs coming through. So we'll see just how the win range is. Seneko will go down, takes down Laguna as well on the bottom lane. So Seneko just looking to apply pressure onto Melis. Melis, he's got that Flame Break level 1, not level 2 just yet here. And I'm sure the Chaos Knight could be more than happy with this. Going towards the braces here as well on that Chaos Knight, so extra survivability being offered. 1J, going to be taking a lot of frost coming through from the Silencer. Silencer, though, on the same vein. He's having to use that salve. We'll see if Retsu, again, around level 3. I think this lane's going to be very scary here for the Wind Ranger. In fact, is it going to be the skewer back now as well? Yanta, well, Emptiness can't get in front of the Silencer. So no skewer back to the sticky bombs, and Techi's only level 1 as well, no blast offs, but Melis now, bottom lane, they've got the chase down, they have enough potential to get the kill as well. There's going to be the kick away. Melis is going to be super slow, could be denied if he needs to, but the Tangos comes out instead, so Laguna, he chooses mercy for his teammate this time, and not... As Yanta gets the kill onto 1J. Okay. Emptiness. Trying to hide himself behind the trees. Does he come through the shockwave into the skewer? The damage comes through onto the silencer now as well. But Emptiness, he might go down here. Even the right click to Yanta. Well, one more. It's not going to be off the... Doesn't matter. The creeps do get it. But it does mean that the silencer gets a double kill. Right off the bat here in this lane. All of a sudden, 3 for 3. And Wind Ranger being offered some protection by the silencer. How's Danny Narwhal doing? Good. 13-3 to the 8-1 here of the Pango. As once again, Retsu Shockwave comes out, trying to do damage onto this Wind Ranger. She's going to be completely out of mana now, so maybe trying to hang around here for the healing lotuses that pop up at the side. But Melis bottom lane. Seneco's going to get low, but he still gets the kill. And yeah, Krilliak confirms that one. Seneko just trying to play around on the edge of his life. So he still might dip around here to the Lotus pool. Laguna maybe looking for this kill, but this could be a great bait mate here on the bottom lane. Yanta gets pulled back in. And Yanta, he's going to get the fruit. So will Seneko. So she wants to pop that one. Just using a Tango for now. Blood grenades to come out here for the Venomancer. Big damage over time hero here, this Venom. Yanta, just throwing some harass here onto 1J. 1J has to back himself away. Can't be giving too many kills away to the Silencer, even if it is a support. No points into the Glaives, and again, I'm not expecting it to be until the Arcane Curse and the last word are maxed out. So around level 9, level 10. Here's Natty in the mid lane. Okay, Natty's finding some denies. Sneaky Cool, though, isn't suffering a whole lot. They get the kill onto 1J, and now Emptiness, you need to move yourself away here, but you just use that skewer to get yourself away safe. Is he going to be able to get it off? He's not. Just, he wants to die. Yeah, he's more than happy now. He's lost way too much health, way too much mana. Just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you get the kill, and I get a respawn on full health and full mana. This top lane, the harass coming out. Wind Ranger has a great protection in the Silencer, and the Silencer... Level 3, net worth-wise, I mean, he's going to be in 4th place, ahead of the Magnus, just purely because he's picking up 4 kills in this game already.
Not gonna
Emptiness is only level 3 here as well, so we'll see at level 4 if he starts to go for the points into the Empower, but I would not be surprised if the Magnus is the one to leave this lane here and not the Wind Ranger with all the pressure that the Silence is putting on. Techies just can't match up to what the Silence is doing at the minute. Yep, Curse comes through. 1J, level 3. There's going to be the skewer back now as well. There's going to be the rotation from Seneko. Throwing that Twin Gate. Blast off will connect. 1J, Shackled is going to come through the Rolling Boulder. Did he even get the kill into Retsu? Retsu's going to get really darn low, and it will be completed, but it still costs Emptiness a whole lot of health, and it's going to cost him his life as well if he can't find a way through these trees. The Shockwave comes through, trying to do what damage he can, using that wand as well. Ooh, there's no Roche for now. He's trying to get himself towards that Twin Gate, but the Rolling Boulder comes in. Laguna, he get the kill, and now the Roshan shows up, but Seneko, does he get the kill onto the Silencer? The Silencer into Deny Wrench here now as well. Laguna, oh, he tried for that. He did try, but Seneko will be able to TP himself right back towards the bottom lane. The Chaos Ball into the pullback here onto Melis as well. Melis really is not having a good time here. Speaking about not having a good time, straight up Nicky Cool has to avoid that Remnant. Natty Narwhal gets away with his life. Or what's left of it here, 150 on that, but the bottle recharge coming through from the Silencer. Meanwhile, Nicky Cool, no bottle to his to be refilled, as he has to go all the way back to base. Because the Techies, he just wanted to get the kill onto Natty Narwhal, but Natty Narwhal again, sort of coming through, bottle charges coming through as well. Natty's going to be fine. We'll see where this rune's going to spawn. It's... Where did it come out? It doesn't say now, but Natty Narwhal, a lot of damage coming through. Seneko, though, might pay with his life. Yeah, it was a shield rune, and the Silencer got it on the top part of the map. So now it's going to be Natty Narwhal's turn to walk through the Walk of Shame all the way back to the fountain here. Kanta is going to sit around in the mid lane with that shield rune here as well, so offered some protection up against Nicky Cool. Nicky Cool just going to be able to come in and get the kill if you wanted to, even with that Rolling Thunder being there and being 2 levels ahead. Top lane. How's Emptiness doing up against this Wind Ranger? Wind Ranger not running away with the net worth. The Chaos Knight is still close. He'll run about the same level of net worth here, but we're to get the drive back onto Melis. Melis is going to go down as well. The Venom Skill comes out. Melis trying to do what he can with the Flame Break, but Chaos Ball, it should still be enough. It will still be enough to kill. And Kriliak gets another one on the board here. This Chaos Knight, 2-0 and 3, having a really good time up against the Bat Rider. The Bat Rider just cannot do anything to keep himself alive in this lane. He's just constantly being burst down. The 3 points into the Chaos Strike for the Chaos Knight, and even the armor could be close here for the Chaos Knight. I wouldn't be surprised to see Melis just sack this lane. For Matreshka just completely to sack this lane on themselves. In fact, Melis even has to go for that bounty rune. He's so far behind here. It's going to be the Wisdom rune for the extra XP. Yanta, 1J, he could be in some trouble. He's going to be in a lot of trouble now as well. There's going to be the Rolling Boulder coming through now. Kick back into 3 heroes. Looking cool. With the Rolling Thunder, might be able to connect onto the Silencer once again now. Yeah, he just has to go for the Rolling Thunder away. That onto Seneko with the Firefly. There's going to be Astral Step coming through now as well as that Void Remnant. And Seneko will go down. Okay, so that's a good pickup. It's a decent amount of gold there to go to Natty Narwhal as well. And we'll see. Yeah, the Silencer still not picking up a point in the glyph. So it looks like it is a standard build that you just want to be maxing out the Harass from the Last Word and the Arcane Curse before you even go back to the glaives. Even though the Silencers are getting these kills so early on, putting out a lot of pressure. Maybe it is because they're just focusing on the Q and the E and not going in for the glaives. Cool. And they're going to go for a D-Ward here. You've got your 2 supports in the mid lane here as well to back up Nicky Cool. Does he want to put pressure onto this tier 1? Because it's not going to be too far away.
I refuse. Coin for me.
Gold for me.
There's the Magnus. He's got that Vanguard up at least here for the Magnus. Oh, the C. Is there going to be the rotation through? It's going to be 2 heroes. They want to go for Krilliap, but, I mean, they don't know what's behind tree number 1 here. Krilliap, Phantasm going to be popped. No, the blast off! It gets knocked back through thanks to the Flamebreaker. Melis trying to get himself away from this one. That's Narwhal. He needs to move himself away with the Astral Step as well. So they want to go forward. Rolling forward. Thunder coming right forward onto Natty Narwhal. And Natty Narwhal, the damage onto the Earth Spirit. The Earth Spirit might be able to get himself away, but the Rolling Thunder can't get himself up with the high ground. Now the rotation coming through as well. Wind Ranger trying to do what he can onto Krilliap with the Focus Fire. Red Sue, Shield Crash comes out. Power Shot's going to be off the mark. Last two on the backlines now as well. They've got the drive back on Snako. The Curse comes out. Nikki Cool. He's going to be outside of the Rolling Thunder. Do they get the kill? They take down Snako. He might even be able to get the kill onto Nikki Cool. Nikki Cool trying to get himself away with the Power Shot. It will connect. 5 heroes from the side of Matreshka rotate down here. Magnus. Again, no point in the RP for the Magnus, so he doesn't see the point in coming to that fight. But it was a good couple of pickoffs. Swings and roundabouts there as well. But in the end, after Retsu rotates in, they were able to get the kills here. And StoRm, they're going to be punished for it just a little bit. As the Chaos Knight, he's going to be forced right back to farming onto the jungle. Retsu, how's he looking in terms of items? So it is going to be what looks like the Maelstrom to come out first here for Retsu. As his courier's been to both sides of the map, on both corners. Trying to deliver this one. But yeah, no, the Wind Ranger are having a really good time. Top of the net worth now after that last fight. And we'll see. I mean, he's only going to be about 200 gold away from the full Maelstrom, which will accelerate the farm to come through now as well. Emptiness. Not going to be able to snipe those neutrals.
Vanished, but not gone.
Let's see. Do they want to go for more here? Power Shot. Just being used here by the Wind Ranger to force this lane back in. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, there's going to be the lasso onto 1J, but Krilliap might move himself over. Back on the top lane, give the backstab coming through. They might be able to get the kill into Snako. Snako, he's going to go down. Doesn't even get to do much apart from throw out his ultimate. But it looks like everybody on the side of Matreshka, they're going to have to get the 1 kill. Just back themselves away. Put the fear of God into StoRm here. While the Pango... He's going to be able to get himself a haste rune. Diffusal Blade being built out here by the Pangolier. How much health is that tier 1 tower in the mid lane? It's not taking any damage whatsoever after the initial bit of pressure being put on. So Nikki Cool with the creep wave. That's like an old like blues band. You know, Nikki Cool and the creep. Well, maybe not the creeps. That sends the wrong message. RP, they commit this on to the Wind Ranger now as well. The blast off comes through, global stance will be there, but they should still be able to get the kill. Retsu trying to get himself away, he gets the Wind Run, no! They take down 1J, Retsu's going to be able to get himself away, but the Earth Spirit, it might cost him his life. Does he get himself out of this now as well? Backline, Silencer will be going down, but the Retsu, he's still going, he gets the kill onto Krilliap, and he might even be able to get the kill onto Magnus now as well. Swashbuckle was that Rolling Thunder, but the Wind Run comes through, the Shockwave, the Skewer will connect here. Now, well, Wind Ranger not going to be able to avoid that one. In the end, they do take him down. That's Narwhal, he's going to be out of pretty much everything with that mana gone. Can he work himself out of this one, or is he going to be chased down? Snako looking for it. One more Swashbuckle, 2 seconds away. Shield Crash into the Swashbuckle. They might be able to get the kill. The Astral Step, it comes right back up the disarm, but that's a tier 2 tower. The Shockwave won't connect. Silencer's back alive now as well. He's doing a lot onto Emptiness. Emptiness needs to back himself up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they do lose, what was that, 3 heroes, but they get the kill onto Krilliap as well though. Yeah, they take down 1J as well. So what, 2 for 3? Not bad. Not bad at all there for the side of StoRm. I mean, any trade is a good trade, but being able to go positive like that. Let's see if they're going to be able to go any further. Yeah, because Emptiness, he's going to be cursed up. He doesn't want to be overcommitting now as well. He's going to be going towards the Greaves. You can just see the amount of stuff that he just wants to be able to purge off in these fights. You know, being controlled out. He's just happy to go for the blink into the Greaves. So let's see. Tier 1 tower in the top lane being pressured out here. Matreshka do they want to try and defend this one. The techies, if he wants to, can push this bottom lane out and then go into the twin gate if he sees a fight. You know, if he thinks a fight's going to break out here. And, well, we're looking at everybody but apart from the Void Spirit. In fact, the Void Spirit might just go for a TP up here now as well. He's trying to go for the tier 1 tower. So 5 heroes from the side of StoRm. So they want to try and go for a wraparound as well. They've got that RP up. Smoke's going to break now as well. Shockwave. It won't connect. Magnus has that security he needs it. No Blink Dagger just yet. So the curse comes out. The focus fire now as well. They might have to kill onto the Magnus. The Magnus is going to go down before the RP comes out now as well. Yeah, he does. Really big kill there. The Void Spirit can come out on the back lines now as well. Seneco's going to get pretty darn low. Ultimate could be used here from Seneco. And now, well, maybe you don't want to stand next to your teammates when you've got that much of a, I don't know, a cold. The poison just coming through there. You know, one sneeze, it goes everywhere and covers your teammates. So he just backs himself. You know, plays the distance. Global silence. The kickback now as well onto the Pangolier, but the Pangolier has the Pavis shield on top of him now as well. The lasso comes out. The blast off, though, it connects onto 3 heroes. Look at this. The damage coming through now as well. The Resonant Pulse, he might still be able to get the kill onto Nicky Cool. Nicky Cool will go down, and Natty now is going to be responsible for it. And Krillia immediately, the power shot. It doesn't get the kill onto 1J. I don't think that Urn's going to be enough either. Get the kill, skewer forward by Magnus. Again, still holds that RP as well. But, what's he looking at? Skewer's going to be 8 seconds away again. Still no Blink Dagger, because it looks like he wants to go into the Greaves first. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's going to be happy with the mech into the Mana Boots and then into the Blink before he goes back in towards those Greaves. Even queuing up a Heaven's Halberd up against this Wind Ranger, yeah. You stop the focus fire, you stop 99% of the damage that can come out from that Wind Ranger in these fights. Oh, techies, man. He's going to really down low. The silence comes out. The taser was there, but it might cost Earth Spirit his life. It will. So it's going to be a 1-for-1. The Bat Rider trying to come in there with a Firefly, but no lasso available for the next 30 seconds. And while they're doing this, Natty Narwhal does take a Venomous Gale to the face. Seneco, though, just trying to move himself away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Krillia continuing to farm up now. Let's see just where he wants to go on this Chaos Knight. He's got the armlet, Echo Sabers out now as well. 1J, is he going to be run down? I mean, he has that taser. He's going to be able to get the blast off away for distance now as well. The techies dropping these proxy mines, getting a little bit of farm before he goes down to, it looks like the Bat Rider as well as the Wind Ranger. The Shackle, it won't connect, but the Twin Gate won't be able to get himself away either. And even if he did, there was a Void Spirit waiting on the other side of the map here. Yanta, though, he might go down to Nicky Cool. So Seneco actually gets it with the Poison Sting. And now this tier 1 tower in the mid lane for the Dire. It will finally crumble. Nicky Cool, he sees the stack. Gonna be able to get most of it with a Swashbuckle here as well. Just to rub it in. Not to know, I'll take your tower, then I'm gonna take your stack as well, but emptiness. Good group up from these two heroes from the side of Matreshka. Seneco, he's got his ultimate up, he's got his Plague Wards now as well. Krillia, they do get the kill onto Laguna. Okay, so the Earth Spirit out of position. I was waiting. I mean, Retsu's out of mana. So I wasn't sure if he was going to try and commit there onto Seneco, but yeah, completely out of mana here, Retsu, and it's going to be Krillia. He gets the kill onto the Earth Spirit. He's going down towards the bottom lane now as well. The Bat Rider, though, he's going to go for the TP out. So Krillia just cancels that TP down towards the bottom lane. And just continues farming in his triangle. Yanta with the T-Ward. Techie's Philosopher's Stone. Okay, what's he building into? The Lotus. Lotus is going to be really nice. Things like the lasso coming through. The shackle.
Dire are scanning.
Just getting the control. If the Bat Rider tries to get the jump in, you instantly pop that Lotus. Or if you've got the reactions to do it, you pop the Lotus on his target. And stop that lasso from having super much effect. And there's going to be the Chaos Ball. Krillia, he's cleaning up Melis, though. There's going to be the Rolling Boulder coming through. Did they get the kill into Melis? Krillia, he's going to be alone. The Techie's looking to come and back him up, but he's taking a lot of damage here. As an armlet to toggle, there is going to be a lasso. Well, this time the blast off, it does connect, and the Global Silence comes out, but the Proxy Mine, it is already down. Melis, he might go down, but Nicky Cool, he gets killed off by Natty Narwhal now as well. And there's not going to be an armlet toggle coming through from the Chaos Knight. Back line, Shackle connect now as well on Magnus. They're going to be able to get all 3 cores, it looks like, on the side of StoRm here. Matreshka, just a great cleanup. Only Seneko getting out alive. It just feels without the Blink Dagger here for Emptiness, they can't get a good jump. You know, he's trying to get... I don't even think we've seen an RP this game yet either. And he just cannot get it off. So all he's doing is he's trying to find that right angle, just walking up so he doesn't have to use the skewer, so they can use that for a little bit of extra lockdown time. But it just feels really bad to be this Magnus in this game.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, he's got the Greaves out. So he's going to be going for the Blink next and into a Heaven's Halberd, I think. The Heaven's Halberd would be nice to deal with the Focus Fire for the Wind Ranger, but you need those Greaves for the silence. And then you need that Blink Dagger to be able to engage as well. Because again, I don't think we might have seen one RP this game. And apart from that, the Magnus hasn't had any impact at all. Well, no, I can't say any impact at all, you know, 3, 6, and 4, but he's not had the impact you expect this hero to have, is how I should phrase it. But StoRm, oh, they're going to try and make a move into the Roach Pit. They want this Aegis. Yeah, they're going to go in, all 5 of them down here now as well. The Techie's dropping these mines just to make sure that there's an early warning system to come through here. They might know something's up on the side of the Dire. They're trying to group up to go for this one, but look at how quickly this Roach is going to go down. The 4-man smoke comes out. The Batrider, though, he's going to be a little bit closer. He might just give the game away. Matreshka, Flame Break comes out. Yeah, you know where the Batrider is. The ping in this one here. And Roshan, he's already down to below, like, a tenth of his health. A couple more right clicks to get this Aegis. Now Matreshka, do they want to carry on going here? Phantasm was used for that. But the Chaos Knight has that Aegis. Going towards his BKB now as well. No, Krilliat just wants to leave. So they don't want any part of this team fight. Seneko, he might be the sacrificial lamb. Dust Reveal comes through onto the Venom Mountain, but Glimmer Cave. Do they get the kill onto the Magnus now as well? The Yoseps is going to be here. Magnus has already used the skewer, so they might be able to get 2 kills out of this now as well. The silence comes through. He's trying to use that Twin Gate, but they have the Shackle. They have the kill. Okay, so yeah, his TP was on cooldown though on the Magnus, so the Twin Gate was his only escape here. Less Rolling Thunder, but he has to use this defensively here on Nikki Cool. Might try and turn this one around, but you've got 4 heroes. Nikki, just leave. Just give it the old walk away here. Techies. He's got himself a haste. Still dragged back though by the Void's Remnant. 1J, does he get himself out? Could he jump in? Krilliat, was this a great bait mate? Global Stance comes out, but Natty Narwhal, do they still have the damage to take him down? One more right click, drag back in, they do. The Techies, the ultimate troll move there. That was the, you know, great bait mate, 8 out of 8 rating that. As he just got himself around with a haste. He fought. Well, he didn't force. He just conned that Narwhal into chasing him, saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm so low. Look at my health. Oh, one more Astral Strap and you've got the kill." And not only does he survive, they're able to turn that around and get the kill onto the Void Spirit there as well. Oh, and now Malice, he could be in trouble. There's gonna be the blast off him for the stun. The Batrider trying to get himself away from this one. He's got that pipe. It don't matter. He loses his life. And this is kind of the thing here. StoRm, they're starting to look for objectives. They're starting to look for the team fights. 23 minutes in, it's only at 1k net worth here. Even though they're 8 kills ahead on the side of Matreshka. StoRm, they are keeping this net worth close. Magnus just continues to farm up as well. He's about halfway towards that blink. Now, if he does want to go for the blink instead of the halberd right off the bat, I think you need that blink. I think the Magnus suffers if he doesn't have a harpoon into the skewer, or he doesn't have the blink dagger to come in with the RP, especially an offlane Magnus, who is going to be your engage tool, your initiation tool. If you do not have that blink dagger into the RP to catch out like the Wind Ranger here, you're just going to suffer for it.
Dire structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, Chaos Knight does have that BKB out, split out the Echo Saber for it, so he has the Oblivion Staff into the BKB, and I wonder if he goes in for the Mage Slayer. goes fully into that here, so he can go into the Bloodthorn. Back lines, they're going to try and make a jump happen here. It's going to be going onto the Magnus. Did he have enough damage to take the Magnus down? This time he's got the shield sounds, and the Force Staff comes out now as well. The RP onto the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger, though, with the Wind Run as well as the BKB, they might be able to pop onto the Chaos Knight. The Chaos Knight, he will go down. Focus Fire onto Emptiness, but Emptiness has done his job. Global Silence, though. They've got the rundown onto Retsu. Retsu can get himself away from this one. Brilliant. This time he pops the BKB. Reality Rift comes through, but the Wind Run onto the Wind Ranger will be wearing off soon, and now the Swashbuckle, they get the kill onto Windy. Back lines, 1J trying to do what he can, but the disarm comes out. Rolling ball, the Yule steps now as well. The dive comes through from Natty Narwhal, but the taser was there, so the disarm out onto the Void Spirit. Do they get the kill? The lasso, the drag back here onto the Chaos Knight. They're trying to do what they can. The Swashbuckler will cross two of them. The silencer, he's going to get really down low. Snake with the ultimate, it bounces around. Janser, it looks like he's taking too much damage. It is going to be lethal. And now the Earth Spirit will fall next. Natty Narwhal trying to get himself away from this one. The Reality Rift drag back in, dissimulate. He's trying to do what he can to create a gap. Natty, Remnant gets dropped here now as well. It's going to be called up by one of the illusions, but Nikki Cool, the slow with the defusal. One more right click. They save it for Krilliat. Nikki easily could have got that kill, but they save it for the Chaos Knight. And it is going to be the Mage Slayer that comes out for the Chaos Knight into the Nullifier. So they lose 4. I mean, that was the Aegis popped. So if that was an Aegisless fight, Matreshka, they would have got so much more out of this. But because it was an Aegis fight, StoRm were confident. The BKB didn't come out for the Chaos Knight until he needed it. And they were able to stack that damage and get the kill into 4 heroes. And now the Magnus, he's going to be 100 gold away from the Blink Dagger as well.
Coin for me.
And we'll see how's Janser looking. He's got himself 4 stolen intelligence. The drums are there, the Force Staff as well. So if he does get into trouble, he can try and get himself away. Yeah, that's the blink for the Magnus now. So he will have this one. Big item in his utility arsenal now. Because we've been seeing him get RPs, the RP onto the Wind Ranger, that 1 RP in that last fight just onto the Windy. But if he's able to get the blinking into the skewer, RP to follow up, they could look to take down 2 or 3 heroes with that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's Krilliat. How's this Chaos Knight? I mean, the Sacred Relic going to be about 800 gold away here, so Krilliat going to carry on farming up with the Empower now as well. That's going to speed up his farm speed. Has that Mage Slayer as well.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, so it's not going to be... It's not going to be the full Bloodthorn just yet, so he's not going to go back to the Orchid. He wants that Nullifier. He wants to deal with the Wind Run before the Wind Ranger can get to level 25. He'll be able to purge off that Wind Run. Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane does go down, but it looks like he's going to be traded off for the Tier 2 tower in the mid lane here for the side of StoRm.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Are they going to go for this now as well? There's going to be some D-wards coming out. Yeah, they get the vision. They're going to be able to take this one, observe it down eventually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Krilliat TPs himself in, protecting his tier 1 tower on the top. Natty Narwhal not going to go for the rotation here. In fact, the Phantasm comes out here, but the Simulate, Natty Narwhal's going to be away. Meanwhile, in the mid lane now as well, Retsu comes through. He's got the Focus Fire come through onto the Techies. The Techies will go down. Disarm from the Taser onto the Earth Spirit, though Retsu has to run himself so far away from this one. The RP on the back lines, it catches onto 2. It's going to be both supports out of this. The Global not even going to be used here. Rolling boulder for Laguna. It looks like... Does he get himself away? He does. Even with the gem on the Magnus, they weren't able to get a skewer off in time. It was still on cooldown. They weren't able to control him through that TP. But still, a 1-for-1 trade. Forcing out the BKB charge again for the Wind Ranger. While that's going on as well, you have Chaos Knight. He finished off the Nullifier. This is big. If he gets on top of the Wind Ranger, this is really big. Malice in the trees. He might see emptiness. It's going to be, well, it's going to be both of them making a beeline to try and get this kill off now as well. And then the RP's already been used here, but the Batrider has to get himself away. The blink in, the nullify comes out. There's going to be the Rotovator, so Gleipnir stop from the Wind Ranger. Rolling Thunder comes through. Oh no, Retsu, he stopped to try and get the Lotus Fruit, and now Retsu, he could be the target here, has that Wind Run. Global Stance comes out, the chase could carry on coming through here. The pipe was popped, and it looks like they're trying to get themselves away from this one. The backlines now as well. Such a small area though to try and fight into. They might be able to get the kill, they will be able to get the kill until Wind Ranger. Kuliat picks up, and now the Phantasm comes through. They take down the Earth Spirit. The chase is on 1J. He's got the Taser. Dive away from the Void Spirit, but the Blaster comes through. Silencer, the drag back. They're even going to be able to take a tier 1 tower from this as well. Wouldn't be surprised if they go all the way to the tier 2 with these Kraliat Phantasm Illusions. He even gets himself a Wisdom Rune just for it, and now he's even going to be able to take the Dire Tormentor as well. Who gets it? Venomancer. So the Venomancer gets that latent toxicity. Which, if it does get dispelled, you know, and it can be dispelled, but it pierces magic immunity and it gives a stun for 1.6 seconds. Nari, just trying to do what he can on the other side of the map. Has a double damage, going to a nullifier as well. I wonder what he swaps out. Probably, I mean, he might just give the dust over to one of his teammates, so he can still hold on to the bracer and the bottle at the same time. Roshan is up. Only Nikki Cool not here. Close to that Agnum Scepter now as well on the Pangolier. He needs about 250 gold. Which is going to be amazing with the Diffusal Blade, the Shield Crash. Obviously being able to use that 2-tack Swashbuckle on a 90-degree angle. Yeah, in the middle of a fight, in the middle of a big grouped up fight now as well, but again, 4 heroes from the side of StoRm. They are grouped up. The mines are down. Roshan down to about half of his health. Phantasm will be popped. Can he get into contest this one here? Void Spirit's going to join them. The Plague Wards, they're coming down. They look at all this information that the side of StoRm have. And the Aegis, it does go uncontested.
Double damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Batrider. How's Malice looking? He wants to go towards that BKB. It makes sense. He's got enough for the Mithril Hammer if he wants to. He's keeping himself towards the top lane now as well with the Boots of Travel, which means the TP's on cooldown for the next 24 seconds, and it looks like StoRm, they might want to force out a fight. There's going to be a blink in. Ooh, Chaos Ball, but the Yule Scepter comes through now as well. Can they get the damage onto the Chaos Knight now? Double damage rune onto Natty Narwhal. And it looks like all he's going to be able to do with that is back himself away.
Radiant's top tower is under
But though,
attack.
has to blink himself out. Coming through the trees, Flame Break. Kraliat was that blink 12 seconds away from it now as well. Now Malice is trying to go for the TP, but the Skewer comes in. Was it RP to get it? They're going to be able to lock down the Batrider, fully commit with the RP, but going to be 100% worth it there. Stop Malice from getting away. It puts him in the death position now. It's 65, but they do lose both of his ports. As they look to try and get some revenge here on the side of Matreshka. But it's going to slow down that BKB immensely for the Batrider. And in fact, both supports on the side of StoRm will be back alive before this Batrider's back. So we'll see if Matreshka want to try and do something here. 4v3. Natty, did they get the jump? They're going to be able to give them a jump, but the Dissimulate comes out. Quick fingers there from the Void. Voids the Chaos Ball, which would have been point blank as well, so that cast animation stops him from going down. And both supports 10 seconds away at most. Retsu trying to push down this bottom lane, but the rotation coming through from the Pangolier and the techies are trying to sandwich in this Wind Ranger. Wind runs, but he Wind runs right into the Rolling Thunder here, coming through. Yet Retsu, the chase comes out. Where's that Diffusal Blade? Going to be able to pop the Lincoln Sphere onto the Windrunner. And Windrunner trying to get himself away from this one with another Windrunner, but it doesn't matter. Sticky Bomb comes out. The Blast Off's going to be there. The double mines as well. And 1J gets some revenge for constantly being taken down here. 2-11 and 11 on this techies. Even the Silencer, so close with that Skewer to be able to get the kill. Yeah, no Wind Ranger for the next minute. What can the side of StoRm do with this opening? Do they just want to march down this bottom lane? Maybe try and put some pressure onto the tier 3s and force out a buyback from the Wind Ranger. Natty Narwhal is hunting, but the closest hero to him is Nikki Cool. And Nikki has a cheese if he really gets in trouble.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Chaos
attack.
Knight holding that Phantasm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
And, okay. So Natty's trying to do what he can to the tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
Radiant structures
While
are
StoRm, the group up, they're going to look for the re-engage now as well. The Phantasm comes out. Fortification has been used. Curse, though, comes onto Krilliat. Krilliat still has this Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Wanting to go into a... What was that? The Overwhelming Blink to come out here as well. And Krilliat, yeah, just continues going here. A lot of damage onto him. They're going to be able to get the Blink, but the Skewer doesn't come back in the lasso. Onto the Magnus, but Magnus, he doesn't have the mana left to get that RP off. He will go down. He tried to... I think he tried to be clever to get the Greaves off there as well. With the lockdown coming through from that Global Silence and the lasso from the Batrider. Just were not able to get the kill. The Rolling Thunder comes through them. They might be able to take down Janta. Janta's trying to run himself away from this one. Batrider trying to blink himself into the trees. Now StoRm, they're looking for the disengage. He did take down the damage onto the tier 3, so that is going to go down. The range racks as well, down to 400 health. But 4v5, even with a few of these ultimates down, StoRm want to be careful. They don't want to overcommit here, so they're not going to try and force this racks down. Maybe just trying to use the Phantasm when it's back up, but Retsu shows. They're going to jump onto this one now as well. The Chaos Ball, it does come through. The Blast Off now as well. It forces the BKB out from the Wind Ranger. The Gluttony will connect. Again, Chaos Knight. And Aegis has been popped. The lasso locked down. The Lotus is going, trying to keep him still and long enough to get the kill onto Krilliat. Krilliat, he's going to go down. You've got to back yourselves away for your storms now. And that was a weird commitment anyway. Knowing that the Wind Ranger had a BKB. You know, trying to be cute with the Lotus, but it doesn't matter there. And now they're even going to be able to get the kill onto Seneko. There's Wind Ranger. How is he looking? Is that the full Ags flying out to the Windy, you know? Yeah, it is. Big stat boost here for the Wind Ranger. The Invis coming through as well, though. I think Magnus lost the gem. Who has that gem? Retsu picked it up, and Melis has the other one. And I don't know if the Radiant have one to buy. Oh no, they do. They have one. The lasso comes out, though. They've got the lockdown onto the Tackies. Tackies. Oh, and Thunder comes through from Nikki Cool. Shackle latches. Tackies. He's got that Lotus on top of him now as well. Melis pops the BKB. Not going to be skewered back. Tackies going to get really darn low. Not enough to get the kill. And they're just buying time now for the Chaos Knight to respawn. Cheese still available for Nikki Cool as well. Magnus... I really like that he went in for the Heaven's Harbour before the BKB did, you know, skipped over the Echo Saber as well. This is a soft laner. So we'll see how Matreshka are going to play this one, because it's still a 3k net worth lead here for the side of StoRm, and they're going to come out with Smoked. Where do they have vision on the map? Nowhere on the die side. Absolutely nowhere. So they're going to try and come in blind here. The wards, excuse me, the mines do break, and Yanta skewer back. It's going to be the Chaos Bolt. One more right click. They get the kill. Silence and dead for 50 seconds. And do they want to go? They can't go behind backdoor to take that Rax, right? 400 health left. Would they have enough? I mean, the Silence has the buyback anyway. He's dead for 40.
Is under attack.
The bottom lane pushing right into the Radiant side of the map as well. So it just looks like, for now, I mean, Melis, he saw the vision of emptiness. Thanks to that ward, dive comes in. Emptiness still going to be able to get the skewer away down to the low ground. The blast off, they're going to try and force a BKB. No, the Force Staff comes out now as well. Seneko could be able to drop a little bit of damage onto Melis. Melis, the latent toxicity comes through now as well, so we can't purge that one off without being stunned. Double damage rune onto the Chaos Knight. If he gets somebody out, if he catches out, they are going to blow up.
Is under attack.
As Retsu, they get the vision from the gem. Just onto the high ground now, but they might be looking for a wraparound onto the Void. The Void can get himself away from this one to dissimulate into the Astral Step. Krilliat.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, the overwhelming
tower
blink.
is
He's
under
not going to be able to
attack.
catch up with this one. Surely not. No. Techie's blast off. The TP in the low, in the river. Just in those shadows is enough to get the Void Spirit out alive. Redsu's actually pinging out this bottom tier 3 as well. With the creeps being pushed this far up, do you want to try and maybe even up this tier 3 situation?
Dire are scanning.
Roshan, we'll see how long it's going to be here. 5 seconds before the big man's back up, potentially. Oh, they're going to jump in, they're going to be able to get the lockdown now onto the Techies. Techies goes down. Roshan 2 minutes before the big man respawns. So let's see, 4v5, no buyback on the Techies now as well. What can Matreshka get out of this? Ratsu's level 23, so he's getting close to that win run not being dispellable. And with a BKB for the 6 seconds that that's going, he's going to be absolutely untouchable. $30 to $35 as well in terms of kills. Roshan, a minute 26. So Matreshka, where do you want to go with this? I think the Chaos Knight needs to be going into the... No, it's going to be the Bloodthorn. Which is nice when the BKB is down on the Windrunner. It does make sense. You've got the Mage Slayer there anyway. You just need the Orchid into the Bloodthorn recipe. But 40 minutes in, and this game, I could not call it either way. One J's back alive now, smoked up, just dropping these mines, trying to pull the double catapult wave back out. High ground though, they're moving themselves over to the Roche Pit. This, the Remnant is down from the Void Spirit now as well. Smoke's gonna break, Flame Break comes out now as well. Seneko walks himself into the Remnant. Trying to get himself away. The Lotus is going to keep the Bat Rider locked down now. They're going to be able to go into this. The Bat Rider's going to be taking so much damage. The Rolling Thunder comes through. Look at all these illusions and the backlines. Earth Spirit, he's going to go down. He might be able to get the kill into the Venomancer now as well, but is there going to be enough now? The RP has already been used, and Wind Ranger trying to get himself away. Krilliat is on the hunt. Silencer, he's got himself the Ghost Scepter, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And now Melis, he's not going to be able to TP himself away. They're going to be able to absolutely clean up, only losing the Venomancer. Roshan 2 seconds away if they check this pit. Perfect timing on the Roche respawn here. With 4 heroes dead on the side of Matreshka, they're not going to be able to contest this one. Wind Ranger just has to play away. Big impact there. Look at it, 6,000 damage coming out just from the Chaos Knight. Oh, Wendy, you've got to be so careful here, mate. Techies with an Octarine. Yeah, the fact that the Bat Rider got the jump in, the Lotus comes out, and it just keeps them locked down in the same place. StoRm, you know, because if the dragback came through, that fight probably goes the other way. It probably does rack up in favor of the Dire side, but now you've got the Aghanim Scepter Blessing, oh, excuse me, the Ag's Blessing here on the Chaos Knight, which means his illusions just get created globally. So Phantasm for everyone. Chaos Knight gets an extra Phantasm just to come through. Look at this. It is... Well, let's hope the Observer computer has a decent rig, because this is going to be frames for days. And they are finally going to be able to break this Rax on the bottom lane now as well. The Phantasm Illusions pushing through. Taking down a full lane of Rax. Ooh, the back lines are going to be able to get the jump. They're going to be able to get themselves on top of the Earth Spirit now until the Global Stance comes out. And the damage coming through as well. Bat Rider can get himself away with the BKB going. Trying to move himself away, but the Reality Rift, it will pull him back here. Melis needs to try and run himself away from this one, as well as this Void Spirit. But the Void Spirit, he is going to be dead. Has the buyback available now as well. He gets himself on top of the Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger, though, the Yule Scepter comes out. The RP gets committed now. And through this BKB, they have the damage. Even the Lotus Orb should not keep this Wind Ranger alive. But surely not. Age is still on Krilliat. Krilliat, he's going to go down here. He has the second life to come through, though. If he wants to put that Mage Slayer back in its slot. The lasso, Lotus Orb once again. They got the lockdown onto the Bat Rider. The double lasso comes through. And this is going to be a big one if he can win. Even if he can just through a couple of diebacks. Nicky Cool, Lincoln Sphere gets broken now as well. Wind Ranger trying to get himself away, but the disarm comes out. Nicky Cool tries to get himself down to the low ground. Yet 1J, they are on the retreat. Or are they? With this, is this going to be a re-goose here as well? Retsu, the dragback comes through. He got himself a wind run, trying to get himself away with the Lotus Orb now as well. Skewer back as well from the Magnus. Magnus, he's got that Heaven's Halberd in 2 seconds as well. There's going to be Phantasms coming through. Illusions everywhere. Jansen trying to get himself away with the Ghost Blade, but he will still go down. That is a death of the Silencer as well. Krillia, 3.9k health. He might be able to get the kill on Sneko. No! Sneko denies himself. With the Plague Ward now as well. Melis. BKB comes out. They've got the lockdown. They've got the lasso. There's no cheese available. They get the kill onto 4. Oh, this could be really big for the side. You'll Scepter now as well, but Techies, is he going to be able to drop these bombs and get the kill onto the Earth Spirit? He's not. They give the gem back over here to the Earth Spirit. How many buybacks did that cost, though, from the side of Matreshka? Taking a look at the status. They've got the buyback on the Bat Rider. Yeah, so the Earth Spirit as well as the Void Spirit bought back for that one. So they have the buyback on the Wind Ranger as well as the Bat Rider. Silencer, he has the gold for it. So you can see the gold bar, so he's going to have that available too. Meanwhile, on the side of StoRm, it's a little... It's just down to the gold. They don't have the gold for the buybacks here. Melis, he's looking to push into the base while everybody's dead. On the side of StoRm, he might be able to... With creeps, is he going to be able to take this tier 3 down? Not the best hero to siege down buildings. And everybody on the side of StoRm, apart from the Chaos Knight, which is going to be 40 seconds away. Techies as well, 27 seconds. So they might look for the defense here on the side of StoRm. Fortification will be used. The Plague Wards, you are going to start to get dropped here as well. Sneko? Probably not where you want to force staff yourself there, mate. Probably not where you want to be going.
Dire are scanning.
He's looking for it here. Melis, does he get the jump? Flame Break comes out. The Lotus, though, was on Sneko. So no lasso. While this is going on, though, you've got a big wave on the bottom lane pushing into your base. So you have got to get out of here now if you're Matreshka. So they did a little bit. They took down the tier 3 tower. They exposed these racks. But they didn't force out any buybacks. So we just need Tormentor. Who gets a shard? Magnus. What is the Magnus shard? Shockwave increases the range and causes the shockwave to return towards the caster's original cast location after reaching the max length, hitting enemies for a second time for 50% of the damage. So it's like a mini Requiem of Souls. You know, where that comes back in on the Ag Scepter, goes out, comes back in. 46 minutes in this game. Again, I could not call it either way. Nikki Cool, Lotus Orb's going to be there now as well. Global Stance comes out. What can you do to try and deal with this one? Retsu, he's level 26, so he has that Wind Run. It is undispellable now as well. The Phantasms, where's that drag back? They might be able to get themselves on top of the Silencer. The Silencer, though, force steps himself to the low ground. Nikki Cool is going to be caught on the back lines. Where's the RP? But the drag back coming through. Do they have enough to get the kill? They do. They take down the Void Spirit. He is dead in 120 seconds without the Void. Sneko goes down. Sneko has the buyback available. Jump in. Melis, he's trying to do what he can with the lasso. Coming through now as well. The Lotus Orb, it was not there in time, but the dryback comes through from that BKB. Another fire onto the Bat Rider. Bat Rider tries to get himself away. He will not be able to get himself out of this one. And Retsu, but the focus fire onto the Chaos Knight now as well. But where's that Heaven's Halberd? Where's that Krillia? Taking a whole lot of damage. Rolling Boulder comes through onto the backlines. Techies, he might go down here. He takes a Rolling Boulder to the face, but it might cost the Earth Spirit his life. Retsu, he's trying to do the best he can outside of this base. Rolling Boulder comes through onto the high ground now as well, but it leaves the Earth Spirit trapped. They get the kill. Nikki Cool has to get himself away. And yeah, it's going to be the MKB and not the Bloodthorn here for the Chaos Knight. He did lose his courier, which had the Demon's Edge on it. So he doesn't feel like the Bloodthorn's going to be good value. Probably sells off the Mage Lane now as well. So he can complete that. Has to be careful though. No, it's just hanging around. Scan comes out. Phantasm Illusion's going to be popped now as well. Did we find out this Bat Rider? Melis, you've got to be so careful here, but you do not have a buyback as far as I see. No, it is on cooldown. So again, 120 seconds before the Bat Rider's back up. Over 2 minutes. As the Chaos Knight has the Curry coming back in a minute. So that will be the MKB. Sneko, though, he gets low. Does he go down to this one? Retsu, he might be out of position. He might be coming back to look for the kill. Diffusal Blade forces the BKB out. Krillia gets the kill onto the Silencer. Do they have a bash? Anything to stop this one from? No, they don't. No basher on the Pamelier. He went for the Octarine Core, the Blink Dagger, and the Lotus Orb. So no way to stop that TP out from the Wind Ranger. There's the Chaos Knight. Again, 30 seconds. The countdown is real here. Before that MKB is going to be up. 7.5k gold. He's got more than enough to get the buyback as well as this MKB. And if I was the Retsu, I'd be a little bit worried. He avoids the Remnant coming through from the Void Spirit now as well. This tier 3 tower taser being cast on Krilliat as well. Rolling Thunder, the back line, so they want to come into this one as well. They might have to lock down onto the Wind Ranger. There's going to be Lotus being popped as well as the Lincoln Sphere, and they might carry on going onto this. The Chaos Ball, it does dive back onto Krilliat now as well. And Krilliat, he is so low. He needs to get himself out of this one, but the RP, they get the kill. They're going to be able to lock down onto Retsu, and now they drive back onto Nightingale as well. Nightingale is going to be forced to get the BKB off as the buyback comes through from the Wind Ranger. Phantasms will be popped, but StoRm, they're going to be more than happy with this, forcing the buyback out from the Wind Ranger. And they just go for the TPs away. And that's your MKB now as well. So, he did actually keep the Mage Slayer. What's he want, a Skadi? Just get rid of the boots then, I guess. Roshan, a minute and a half on this one. So they have been fairly quick respawns here. And this is going to be, what, another Aghanim Scepter on the Roshan respawn? Well, it depends where it comes into and where it is when they try and go for it. But it is going to be that 4th Roshan. So they're making a move over to this one now as well on both sides. Which suits Matreshka if it's down here when it does respawn. Which, I mean, there's going to be a full 4 minutes, 4 minutes 20 seconds before it does come back up. So, with it being on the bonus clock now, there was no way it wasn't going to be down here. Which, again, it suits Matreshka because it means that they can push out this bottom lane. You know, they can keep this lane from pushing in and being a danger to their base. Smoke coming out from both sides now. These mines being dropped just to push the lane in. They're saying, if you want to commit, well, we're going to push it now as well. The dive comes through. Global Stance will be there, though. The Phantasm comes out. Do they have enough damage to get the kills? Can they even find a target here? Are they going to be able to go towards Retsu? Gets dragged back in. No, he doesn't, because the Lincoln Sphere into the BKB. Now the Flame Break comes through. Nicky Cool taking a lot of damage, trying to get himself away with another Rolling Thunder, but the damage comes through. Null of Fire. Do they have that lockdown onto the Wind Ranger? They don't have an RP now for 10 seconds. Buyback from the Silencer. Seneko is dead here. They're trying to do what they can onto Retsu, but the lasso comes through. They've got the lockdown onto Krilliat. Krilliat, is he going to be dead? He's a big tanky boy, but they have the damage to take him down. Oh, and it looks like this time, yeah, even with all these illusions, they buy back. They want to come in right back into this fight. They know the buybacks are limited on the side of Matreshka and how low these heroes are as well. They want to end this one. They commit the resources from the buybacks. Roshan is going to be back up as well. RP back available. Phantasm up in 25 seconds. And you know, they know BKBs are down. The buyback came through from pretty much everybody. Seneko doesn't have his, but he's back alive in 10 seconds now as well. It was a cute dive in, but the RP, so they want to try and commit this one. The Skewer back onto the Silencer, and the Silencer is going to get low. They get the kill onto the Batrider, and still, he has no buyback for the next 3 minutes. They take down the Silencer, so it's going to be a 3 versus 5. The Rolling Thunder, but the Phantasms come through. And they don't connect here with that Rolling Boulder. Void Spirit going to be dragged back in. The RP commits, but they want this Wind Ranger. They want to be taken down. They do. They get the kill onto Retsu now as well. Nati Narwhal, he's going to do his best to get himself away from this one, but with all these illusions, all this damage coming out, he does have that buyback back available. As the Earth Spirit just continues to waste time, but if I was on the side of StoRm, I would not be wasting time to get this pick onto StoRm. Though I suppose he can skip the wave. You just go into the Roche Pit. You get yourself this, this next... Who took it? No, it was Venomancer. The Venomancer gets that Axe Blessing up now as well. So, Poison Nova is back. Latent Toxicity is going to be there as well. And we'll see. Again, Wind Ranger down, 80 seconds. Void Spirit has to buy back. It's going to be a 2 versus 4. Technically 2 versus 6 with the Cheese and the Aegis. But it's going to be defense. No Wind Ranger for 70 seconds. No Batrider for 30 seconds. No Global Silence. No Silencer for 34. So let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Can they defend this one, Matreshka, with just 2 heroes for the next 20 or so seconds? Or is it going to be Mega Creeps? It looks like it's going to be Mega Creeps here for the side of StoRm. 53 minutes into this one. We might finally be seeing the balance shift. 12k net worth. They're going to be able to get themselves on top of the Earth Spirit now. It's all the drag back coming through. That Reality Rift, they get the kill. Earth Spirit is dead. Has a buyback. Do they want to use it here, though? Or are they just going to give up the Megas?
Are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
Yeah,
top
it's
tower
just going to be
surrendered.
no buyback from the Earth Spirit here as the base will crumble. No win range for the next 25 seconds, and they know this buyback is on cooldown. So they're just going to probably try and end this one.
Now have many
20 seconds, what can he do? The jump in, the lasso comes through onto Krilliat now. He has that Aegis. They want to get him all the way back into the fountain. The Lotus Orb is going to be there now as well, though. They don't get the drag back all the way in. Krilliat will be able to walk himself away. The second one with a refresh goes into the fountain, takes the damage. Everybody else, they've got the Megas. They're going to run themselves away. If he can get himself out, great. But it looks like Krilliat, he will go down in the fountain. And no buyback here for the Chaos Knight because he did use it in that last fight here. So 120 seconds. This Chaos Knight is dead. Magnus, he gets caught out as well. He bought back. No! StoRm, they are 2 heroes down for the next 120 seconds. Big impact there from Matreshka. Great plays from the Wind Ranger to be able to catch up onto the Magnus. And now it's up to StoRm to buy time. But this Wind Ranger, he looks like he wants to end this one. He wants to push in, maybe take a tier. I mean, they could go for. They've already taken a tier 3. They've already taken a Len of Racks. They can go straight tier 4s. And StoRm for 80 seconds now. They need to hold out. The Rolling Thunder being teased. Melis, though, they get the sound. The BKB comes out from the back ride. They get the drag back in. This is it. This is game. They're going to be able to clean this one up after they stuck around too long. On the side of StoRm, the buyback comes in from the Venomancer now as well, the blast off. It looks like Natty Narwhal. Is he going to go down? The Simlic comes out. Did I call it a little bit too soon? As the lanes will be pushing in from both sides. No way they held this. The Bite Rider buys back. 50 seconds, though. They need to do it again. With only the Venomancer, only the techies. Mega Creeps, this Catapult Wave pushing in on the top lane now as well. The sticky, the Proximity Mines, they are going to be everywhere in the base. The Wind Ranger is dead as well. And look at this, these buildings are going to go down. They have to back themselves up. They have to TP. StoRm, they've done it. They defended the base. And they forced out the pressure from the side of Matreshka. Again, thanks to these, I thought they hung around way too long, giving up the life of the Chaos Knight as well as the Magnus. And then the Pangolier dying in the base. But these side lanes are just pushing in. And the Wind Ranger's dead again. The Wind Ranger has no buyback for another minute or so. They've got super creeps on the top part of the map, but these mega creeps, they're going to overwhelm. Matreshka are out of the base for too long. And 1J, yeah, he's just going to start to make a minefield everywhere now. What can you do if you the Chaos Knight? Maybe sell the Nullifier, because you're not getting a full benefit from this now that it's Dispellable on the Wind Runner, though. Getting the Dispel on the Ghostblade for the Silencer. That might not be too bad. I really don't know what. Maybe a Moonshot for the Chaos Knight. He doesn't have buyback for the next 2 minutes anyway. So he's going to be 200 gold away from being able to get himself a Moonshot if he wants that. Just straight up consume that. The extra attack speed. I mean, with 3 minutes away from tier 5 items as well. These neutrals... There could be a big swing in neutral to come out here for either side that might tip the game in their favor. Yeah, now they're going to go back. Is there anyone less that needs the shard? No, it's not. It's just going to be golden experience. Everybody on the side of StoRm has that shard to their name. Windrunner doesn't. Silencer doesn't. Bat Rider doesn't. Okay, so there's no one on the side of Matreshka that has their shard. Look at this, the Void Spirit. If our observer can just maybe click on... The Wind Ranger has the Rapier up, and the Void Spirit has one queued up as well. Daedalus Rapier Wind Ranger with the Focus Fire. Oh boy. This is, I mean, again, a minute and 15 seconds before the tier 5s, before the ultimate neutral items start to come out. So let's see if the two... Well, I mean, the Void Spirit's still a ways away from these Rapiers. Yeah, we'll see what these neutral items are going to be. Coming out at tier 5. 50 seconds. Oh, the Batrider. Did they get the lockdown? This is going to be big. If they get a kill into the Batrider has no buyback here. I don't think he has to go for it. No. 4.5 minutes without buyback here. 2 minutes without the Batrider. You still have the cheese on Nicky Cool. What are they going to be able to do here? 30 seconds before those neutrals are up. Do they want to hang around for this now, or are they going to go for the smoke into the base? The Earth Spirit going to come back maybe to defend this one. Might be caught out once again. Smoke breaks, though, onto emptiness. So the Wind Ranger, you can see on the map, the Wind Ranger is making a beeline back for the defense. 10 seconds now for these neutrals. And the buybacks are all coming back up on the side of StoRm. Wind Ranger, he is gold away. He bought out for this Rapier.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So the Phantasm illusions onto these tier 4s. And yeah, they don't even need to commit heroes onto this. Because look at these illusions coming through from the Phantasm. That's going to be one tier 4 tower down. The Roll of Thunder comes through. Can they get the kill? The Lincoln Spheres gets broken here onto the Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger, though, the disarm comes out. And immediately, I think they were trying to force a way out a BKB on the Wind Ranger there. Using the Rolling Thunder to do it. Oh, techies. Don't ever change. After the patch, of course. After the big change onto the techies. Yeah, he's just... You look at that minimap, it is just a sea of green in the Radiant face. RP, they get the drag back. Global Silence comes out. The BKBs will be there. They have the lockdown into the Void Spirit. Void Spirit, he is dead. 125 seconds now. Without the Void, he didn't actually buy out the Rapier. But I think we might be coming closer and closer to the end of this game. Do we see anything? Oh, jump in now. Wind Ranger, lockdown, Skewer comes out. Second Global's going to be there, though. BKB onto the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger, did he have enough time to get the kill? Shackle comes out onto the techies, as well as this Magnus and Retsu. He's going to be chased down. He gets dragged back now as well. The pull comes back from that Reality Rift to get the kill. Rapier's on the deck. It doesn't matter. Only Earth Spirit left alive, and StoRm, after 61 minutes and 20 seconds, after the entire minefield has been laid, after a 56 to 54 kill game, StoRm will be able to take game number 2, close this one out in a 2-0 series. And I have absolutely no words. I could not, right up until the very end, I could predict which way that was going to go. I thought it was, you know, StoRm, once he got the Megas, they were going to take it, and then they dove in, or they got pulled, Kralik got pulled into the fountain, they caught the Magnus without buyback, and then it was the push in from Matreshka, and I was like, well, there's only the techies and the Venomancer alive, there's no way they don't, but they got the kill onto the Wind Ranger, and all of a sudden it swings right back in StoRm's favor after being Matreshka's favor. I want to take a look at the graph. Which way it is just, it's like a lightning bolt. It's a sideways lightning bolt. It is up and down. That is, I couldn't even say it's a snake because the hard turn points, you're just the zip zaps up and down. But in the end, StoRm were able to take this one, and Matreshka, take nothing away from them. They put up a hell of a fight in game number 2 here. Some great jumps in. The Batrider being able to get the catches out, even with the Lotus Orbs coming through on the side of StoRm, you know, you'll still be able to find targets. Those global silences were on point from Janta. I think that game would have been over a lot sooner if they didn't have that silencer being, you know, doing as well as he did. But unfortunately for Matreshka, they will be losing their first series of Division 2. StoRm, they go through 2-0. And that is going to be it for the day, guys. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be back on the 8th, so in a couple of days, for more D2 Division 2 action in the Eastern European region. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. But for now, goodbye.